It is a sad day today in the United States, a day of mourning. Yesterday was a turning point. It should be a wake-up call to America. For over a year, the government, politicians, and all of them have backed all these protests and riots across the country, backed Antifa and BLM with their autonomous zones, the Chaz zones. And yesterday, they played us like a fool. As far as the Patriots go, they set a trap for us. I was watching everything as it unfolded yesterday, and what I could, listening when I could. I was at work, so my time was limited. And then going back later after work, and going back and seeing videos and different pieces people are putting up together, I am wholeheartedly believe that they arrested the head of the Proud Boys simply so they could have access to say that it was a Proud Boys storming the Capitol. Because if he would have been there, he would have not let the Proud Boys storm the Capitol. It gave the opportunity for them to put Antifa, in which has been confirmed by multiple sources that Antifa was the ones who physically broke the windows, smashed the doors, and forcibly entered the Capitol. Yes, some patriots followed behind them, walked in, but were never aggressive, never forceful. And then they got caught up, a couple of them got caught up in the mob mentality of the Antifa. And I don't know what side that veteran was, or she got shot, or the other person that got shot. I've seen 2 videos of people getting shot. So we have 2 that's been shot. One of them dead, 14-year veteran, Air Force. I've heard some refer to her as Lady Liberty. And with her death was the death of liberty. Death of America as we know it. I have heard many, many, many people call out to storm the Capitol, to continue an onslaught. But at the same time, we have many, many, many people saying don't. Because the Capitol is not the problem. True, you have politicians in there that have encouraged and probably was part of the orchestration of this event. I firmly believe that, because I've seen videos where the security opened the gates outside and let people in. And I've seen video of where one, they're just backing up and not engaging. It's very odd, the things I'm piecing together. And I think they did that all as a ploy to target the Patriots, Trump supporters, the militia. There's a reason why the militia did not engage yesterday. There's a reason why the actual militia members pulled out and pulled back. And even those that did pull back and were able to come back in, they only came back in to gather people that were separated and needed to be extracted from the hot zones. And they came back in unarmed. Because we are not, and I speak as myself as a person, but also the militia family, Because remember, I'm not officially attached to any units. But as the DICAC says, every male, 18 to 45, is the militia. We are a defensive force. So, that said, I'm also hearing a lot on the grounds of militia mobilizing, but not against the government, against Antifa and BLM. Well, not so much BLM, because they stood down yesterday. They stayed out for the main grunt of everything. They wanted no part of it. But the Patriots see where the aggressors are. They know who started this, as far as on the ground level. And they're wanting to take action against Antifa. Not the military, not the police, not the Capitol, not the politicians, but Antifa. Because they are, by the definition of insurrectionists and rebellionists, by definition, that is what they are. And according to the Insurrection Act, they should have been long ago arrested and charged with insurrection. So that's where the militias are leaning to. Going against Antifa. So Antifa, if you watch my videos, you see them, the gloves are off. And I'm just the messenger. And for the politicians that back them and supported them, bailed them out of jail, all these Antifa and BLM members that have been protesting and rioting over the last year, I strongly encourage U.S. Federal Marshal Service to arrest them, to take these individuals into custody for insurrection, for aiding and abetting insurrectionists. You want to find peace in this country? Yes, we don't like Joe Biden. And we don't like what he's going to do to this country, because we know what's coming. And I know I'm probably going to be labeled as a domestic terrorist, even though I've never done anything to terrorize anyone in my life. I've spent my life defending people. Even as a small child, I'd see somebody getting bullied. I would step to that bully and defend that person. I've always been that way. So, I hate that we're going through this. We want peace. We want healing. But we want our country to be the country that it's supposed to be. And all we're seeing is being led into a totalitarian dictatorship. But instead of having one dictator, we have many that are sitting in Congress and Senate. But we're not going to take arms against them. We're going to vote them out. We're going to get them out of office the legal way. So everybody that's watching, which it's not many, I know, become extremely active in your cities, your towns, your states. Make them school board meetings. Make those city hall meetings. If you can, make the Senate meetings that are open to the public in your capitals. Write your senators and congressmen. And if your senator and congressman does not support your views, rally against them. Run campaigns against them. And let's get people into office that are going to be the guiding light of the people, that is actually going to do their job, which is to represent us and not to dictate to us what we can and cannot do. That's the problem we're having now. We have dictators, not representatives anymore. It breaks my heart that my country's going through this. And I want to do everything that I can to be a part of the healing process, to heal this nation, to keep it from going into further turmoil. But I don't know if I can do that. Some are calling for bloodshed. Many are calling for peaceful options. So far, I'm hearing the peaceful options are outweighing. And that's good. That's damn good. But just because we don't resort to violence does not mean that we give up. It does not mean that the battle's not over. It just means we're using a smarter tactic, a smarter reach. We have to be smart about what we do and how we do it. A lot of us are used to playing checkers, and those that are against us are playing 4D chess. We can't even fathom what they are set up to do and what they're capable of. So we better learn quickly. It's already put out there, and it's been rumored that shortly after January 20th, all militias will be labeled as domestic terrorists, even though we have not done any terrorist acts. Yet Antifa and BLM will be unscathed by it, even though they're the poster children for the definition of insurrectionist and rebellionists. Wake up, America. We're about to lose our country. And in 4 years, we'll have another shot to put somebody. Well, every election, Senate, Congress, governor, mayor, we have that chance to change the direction. And it is up to us to change that direction. That is how we do this peacefully. And we unless the military, local, state, and federal law enforcement want to take up the charge and go against and prosecute Antifa and those who have been terrorizing this nation. If they don't take up and defend the country, I'm not going to be able to stop the militia from doing their sworn duty, which is to uphold the laws of the Union, or to enforce the laws of the Union, suppress insurrection, and rebel invasion. That's their sworn duty. They swore an oath to that. Hell, I swore an oath to that. I also swore an oath to defend this country against enemies foreign and domestic. And Antifa is labeled as a domestic enemy. So for the love of God, politicians, do your damn job. Label these people as such. Make them see. Let them know what's going on and change this. You have been fighting against the American people for so long. This is inevitable. Such a part of the country is feeling like they've been marginalized, that they don't count anymore, that they're not represented, that they're not being heard. And it's roughly a third of the country, if not more. It is more. If you look at the map, we have more freaking Republican states than we have Democrat. Democrat have more people, we have more states. But throughout all them states combined, yeah, they all feel marginalized. And they feel hopeless. And when people feel like they're backed into a corner, when an animal feels like it's backed in a corner, no matter how peaceful of an animal it is, and after it's been beat so long, it will turn on the owner. It will turn on those that are against it. The American people got wounded yesterday with this strike from Antifa, posing as patriots. So now we're a wounded animal. And there's nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal. So please, lay off the patriots. Lay off the Trump supporters. We weren't the problem. We never were. We've been trying to do things legally in the proper way. They go after these Antifa and BLM freaking insurrectionists. And do your damn jobs. This is Louisiana Free Patriot. God bless every one of you. And may God have mercy on these United States of America. Because we need His mercy. We need His guidance.